Hello guys, welcome back to the Do It Right Tech channel where I take you through everything tech. That means your phones, your laptop, websites, things that have to do with tech in general. This is your tech hub. You cannot miss out. On that note, let's dive right into today's video where I take you through how to create some kind of animated wedding or program invitation that might look very nice on Instagram when you share to your friends and loved ones, inviting them for an event. Now, without much ado, let's dive right in, but don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and let's go. All right, so on my screen here, we're gonna jump into Canva, and then while we're here, we're gonna click on Create. Then we go here and type Reel, because we need the dimensions of the reel for the content we're about to create. So this one is here. But before we continue, I'm going to go back and introduce you to the flyers that I made already. So in home here, I'm going to show you the flyers I've already created, which is here. Now the flyers I created already are animated with Hannah and Morgan. Then if we come here, we'll see the next one, Morgan and Hannah. We'll save the date, and then a third one, which is going to be this. So we can see here they are all animated by clicking on preview. We see the animation, and then we see the next animation, which is going to be this. So basically we've animated all of them, and then in this example I'm going to be taking these and working with it. So let's dive in. So here we have our surface we are going to be working. Here we have the surface we're going to be working with. So first and foremost, we're going to pick the background that we want to work with. And so I'm going to come to elements and type here flowers. Okay. All right. And then here we're going to come in here and look for the flower that we want from here. In this example, let's just take this here, or no, let's pick this one. Yes, I believe this is nice enough. But so we're going to be using this purple one. Then once we're here, we're going to click on transparency and reduce it because it's too vibrant. With that one done, I'm going to come here back into elements and type beige envelope. Okay, now the reason we're using this very beige envelope is because of the type of envelopes that we get when we go to this side of things, and I'm going to show you shortly. We're going to click out of photos so we get everything. Now the beige envelope gives you this. That's an opened one, a closed one, and this one. Okay, which is one without the back, and those are the three envelopes we're going to need in this example. Now let's take note of how I'm going to arrange them. First, I'm going to have this one, which is the opened one, come. Then I'm going to bring next this one, which is the one without the back, and I'm going to overlay it on top of that one so that it still looks open. Then the last one, I'm going to bring the closed one in and then put it right over it. Now the way you can check if it's aligned right is by selecting the entire thing, and you see that they are overlaid perfectly. If they are misaligned, you're going to see double lines like this, which is not what we're seeing here. Now we're going to proceed to take this entire thing and reduce the size. Then bring it in the middle and rotate it to the angle that we want. Here, I'm going to try and get it at 12 degrees. Yes, so 12 degrees. We're good with this. Now, which color do we want to use? In this example, I'm going to be using green. So I can take this, click there, and change the color of it to green. So let's take this green. Then I'm going to pick the next one, change that also to green. So I'm going to fix this later. Change that also to green. And then take the last one, change that also to green. Now I'm going to make sure they are aligned again. We do the same thing. They're aligned right. Okay. Now once this is done, I'm going to make sure they're exactly where I want it to be. Then we're going to bring in the flyers that I made already. Now in this example, I've already brought them in and they're here. In videos, they're here. Okay, so let's look at this. This is the thank you. I'm going to be taking this in first. Okay, so thank you goes first. Sorry. First and foremost, down here, I want to align this with the entire arrangement here so that everything is lined right. Then I'll make sure this is way at the back while I do the remaining. So I'm going to be bringing these ones in. I'm going to bring the thank you in first and then make it smaller. Okay, smaller. Then I'm going to bring this in next. Sorry, going to bring this in next and ensure that the dimensions are the same. Okay, then I'm going to bring the last one in, which is this, and also ensure they are the same. Now, once these three are done, I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to do. I'm going to be misaligning them. So this one is here, that one is next to it, and then this one is also behind it, but slightly next to it, this way. Now I select all of them. We can see how the arrangement is. And then most importantly, I'm going to rotate them that way. Then make them smaller. Very important, make them smaller. Now here, I see there's a bit of an error here. I'm going to bring all these in line again. Always you want to check this because we are going to be doing duplication of stuff. And so you want the alignment to be right. Either than that, you have to be going back a couple of steps. So I can select all these by while holding shift, and then I'm going to have them all this way. I'm going to bring them inside here and rotate them again 12 degrees, similar to the entire thing, and ensure that they are at the top. Now, the way you want to check or make sure they are looking is we're going to select this one first, and then we're going to come here into transparency and then reduce it completely so that when it's in the envelope, we can still see it. When the envelope is open, we can see them poke out. So now I'm going to select these three and ensure that they're large enough that when the envelope is opened, they can be seen. So we have them looking like this. All right. Then we'll put this back on full transparency. Now let's go into the remaining. Now to do the next step, we're going to select all of these and bring them into a particular position. But to do that, first I'm going to click here and go to layers and then show layers. So on this left side, we want to bring these three in between this opened one and the one with no back. Now you would understand shortly when I move this here. Once I've moved this here, you would see that when we make this one transparent, we can now see this in the envelope as though the envelope has been opened and we can see what is inside it. Okay, if we zoom in, you understand what I'm talking about. So we have this, we have this, we have that, and then we have this one all visible in the envelope. Okay. All right. Now, that is perfectly how we want it. Let's continue. Now, the next thing we're going to be doing is taking this entire thing. No, first we'll bring this one back. So next we're going to bring this one, turn on this transparency off, and then take the back, the open flipped one, and turn the transparency off so that the entire thing looks closed. This is very important. Next, we're going to go into elements and then bring some kind of a seal. All right. Not this seal, this seal. But we're going to use a golden seal. Golden seal. All right. Then pick the golden seal. Drop it there. Make it smaller. I'm going to zoom in and bring the seal to seal that. Now you can do what you want to do at this point. I'm choosing to make it a bit aesthetic at this point so that it looks exactly how I want it to look. Then I'm going to come here and then look for ring borders. Okay. Now this might not seem like a very important part of it. First, I'll just take this border here and then bring it down here. Also align it 12 degrees, make it slightly smaller. Let's try a golden look to see if it matches. If it does, let's use yellow. It barely can be seen. A brownish, maybe a deeper brown would work. So we can come here, deeper, more like this. Okay. Then back to the golden ring we're looking for. Golden border. So golden, so golden border. Okay, sorry, golden ring border, ring border. So over here we can pick this one and then drop it anywhere. Now I'm gonna bring it in right above this, then come here again and then use golden, it's Morgan, M and H. Okay, so we can look within here if we get any combination like this, bring this combination in here, and then we can put it in the middle, same 12 degrees. All right, yeah. Then I'm going to make it slightly bigger. So there's this AI tool that I want to use by clicking here. So we can make this any color though. We can make it black, we can make it purple, whichever the colors or whatever the colors of the engagement or wedding is, you can use it. Then while I'm here, let me make this color. Then I'm going to come to edit and then come here and then use a scrapbook kind of AI tool to transform it. Now, once we are done here, you want to make sure all of these are aligned right. Now, this can happen, and it's the reason why I'm always bringing your mind to this and align this entire thing with the set. Now, the first one, which is this one, so I think this AI thing, okay, still working. The first one, the first envelope, which is this one, so the AI thing is done. Just put it on a scrapbook looking like this, and for me, this is nice for me. Now, this entire thing, you want to take this entire thing, we're going to group this entire page, everything here, we're going to group it, have it this way, and then we're going to zoom into this and bring this entire thing to just 1 second. Now, it's because we don't want to stay too long on this page when we are doing the in the video. So we're going to align this all at 1 second. Ensure that they are aligned perfectly, or else it's going to affect the final look of your video. So these are aligned perfectly. Then we're going to click here on pages and then duplicate this page. Once we've duplicated this page, we can ungroup this. We can ungroup this and then select layers so we can see all the layers. Select layers and then see all the layers. No, don't need this ring, but every other thing, the seal we don't need anymore, but every other thing we're going to need. So now we're going to come here and make this part of the envelope opaque, and then this part rather transparent. That way it gives the illusion that it's now open, okay, and we can see what is inside. This is very important. Now we're going to click on pages, go to edit of this page, ensure everything is aligned right, and now we're going to bring the dimensions to bring the time to how much we want it, and this one is also going to be just 1 second. 1 second is fine for us. Now we're going to now go to pages. So while we're here, we're going to come to this very place and duplicate this page 4 times. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, before duplicating, you want to make sure that when you click on pages and you come inside here, these pages are all correct. They're really aligned right. Now, the easy way to go about the next step is to select the entire thing for each one and group them for each one of them. So I'm going to click on pages, go into all of them. So this is the first one, that's the second one. I don't need to touch this. The third one, I need to group it. This one, I need to group it. That one, I need to group it. And then the fourth one, I grouped it already. All right. Now, the reason this is important is because at this point, we're going to be we're going to be moving them to the times that we want them to stay on screen. So the third one, we're going to move it to about 2.5 seconds. Bring the background also to 2.5 seconds. Ensure they are perfectly arranged. Now with the scroll wheel, I'm going to scroll down 1 and then come work on this one also. Bring it to about 3 because it has most of the information on it. And now it will make sense when we go to the next step. Okay, so we have 3 seconds here, and we're going to match this at 3 seconds. It's a bit over it. 3 seconds. Scroll the wheel. Bring this also to 3 seconds. No, the thank you should be fast, so we just leave it at 2 seconds. Line it right, 2 seconds, and then same here at 2 seconds. So now we have everything we need to make the magic happen. Now we're going to go back into pages on the right hand side. We have everything here, and now here we're going to ungroup, come here, ungroup, come here, ungroup, come here, ungroup. So all 4 are ungrouped. Now this is how the whole image is going to look like. We have this open one, sorry, we have this closed one, then it's going to open up, then we're going to have one of the flyers come out to be displayed. Then here we're going to have another flyer come out to be displayed whilst the other one goes in, and then here the last flyer comes out to be displayed while the second one goes in. Then it's all going to close up. But after it's closed up, we're going to have this one, the original one we started with, this one, now show again. That means the entire flyer, the entire envelope will close back up. So we're going to duplicate this last one, this first one. So we're going to duplicate this first one, and then we're going to send it all the way to the bottom. And after that, we're going to be doing the final step. So the final few steps, sorry. So first, second, and then the third one. We're on this third page. We're going to click on pages, and once we are here, we're going to click on this. Now in here, we're going to select this one, which is the Morgan one. We're going to select the first one here, and then we're going to bring this one out to the point where we want, or how we want it to be seen in the final presentation. So the final one, we want this to pop out this way, showing Hannah and Morgan are getting married. All right, then we are going to be done with this and scroll the wheel down to the next page, where we're going to select the second one, bring that one also out, and rotate it to the way we want it, increase the size, and align it the way we want it to be looking. Then we're going to go to the last one, which we can reach by scrolling one more down, short, select this one, bring it out, rotate it all the way, and then give the alignment and dimensions that you want. Once we're done with this, we scroll down. We have this one. We don't need to do anything here. It lasts for a second. We can even make it half a second. Okay, it's a lot, so we're going to group this entire thing and then move it all the way half a second, because we don't want to waste time here. So half a second. We scroll down. We get this closed envelope. We want it also half a second. Okay, we don't want to waste too much time. All right, then we can duplicate this very page again. I think I want to do something a bit different with this last page. Duplicate this, and then now we're going to take this grouped one, now align it back negative 12%, move it to the center. Okay, somewhere in the center, and then we'll duplicate this page again, and then now we're going to zoom in around here. Okay, that works for me. So at this point, we're done with everything. We're going to be doing the final steps. We're going to click on pages and then come here. This is the first page. This is the first page. This is the first page, and that's the second page where it opens up. From this point, we want some kind of animation or transition between this and the next one. So we're going to come in between here, see this add transition, and click on it. Then we want to come to match and move. Now you can see that when I put it on match and move, we get this rotation effect that happens. This is because this is the reason why we rotated the cards first into the envelope, so that with this match and move, it matches the previous frame to the new frame, and then whatever change happened within it, within the second frame, is going to bring it as an animation. And in this example, we're using that rotation. So that's why we created that rotation in the beginning, to get this rotation effect. So yes, we're going to select this one and we're going to get this rotation effect. Now the duration, how long do we want it to stay? 0.5 seconds. 0.5 seconds is fine. All right, because this, we gave it a minute. If we go here, we'll see that, sorry, a second. So if we go here, we see that we gave it a second. So the movement will be 0.5 seconds during the rotation. All right, so we get that. We're going to click on exit, and then we're going to come here also, add a transition here. We're going to use the same mix match. So you see that effect we get because something is changing, which is one of them is going back inside and the other one is coming out. We get this effect of matching and moving that rotation. So we click on this and we get that effect. For this also, we can use 0.5 seconds. It's ideal because it's also working on the same, here is 1 second. If we get 0.5 seconds here, this can last for about a second, and then after that we get 0.5 seconds going back. Then we're going to then have 0.5 seconds covered in here, and so we can do the remaining here, clicking on this, trying to find the same mix and match. Now, sorry, match and move. Now, one thing about this is, let's say I select this. It's going to be trying to use the same seconds as the other one. So you want to be able to find one number that allows the rotation effect to match the previous one, or else sometimes you might have a steal at this point. So if I come here, I can change this one's timing to, let's say, about a lesser timing, to let's say about 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. All right, so we click here and then we check the match and move. We have this rotation. We have that rotation. We have the final rotation, okay? So we have the final rotation. So like you can see, I had to adjust the period or the duration of the slide to make sure that that effect happens. Now, once that rotation has also been achieved, we come here, we have this one. What do we want to do? Do we want another match and move? If yes, we click on this, and then we get a possible rotation back in. Now, this is going to be difficult because here we have a very short period or a short duration inside here. Here it's just less than a second. So a rotation cannot be effected in good time. So I'm going to move this to a second and then bring this also to a second. That way we are possibly able to allow that effect to run. So if we're here, we can check this one now to now 5 seconds. And once at 5 seconds, we should be able to rotation or fly back in. Now this part I don't really want to bother myself. So once we're done with this, we can come here, mix match this, which is just going to be, we don't want to do anything here because there's nothing happening but only transparency. So we're going to leave this part, it closes, leave this part, it moves to the center, then leave this part, it zooms in. So let's look at the entire thing, how it's going to look like. We're going to click on this, open this up and see it open up, rotate out, rotate out, rotate out, go back in, close up, and zoom forward. So this is the type of effect you want to get. So what I'm going to do now is export this entire thing by making it in the form of a MP4, and then I'm going to click on this and it's going to be exporting down here. and it's done. So we're going to open this up, and this is how it's going to be on your socials. Flip out, rotate back in, out, and closes, zooms in. And that's going to be a quick example of how you can produce that animated invitation card that you want to send out. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned how to do something on Canva. A very simple tool that can be used for so many things. You just need to know how to use the right tools on Canva. And I hope this was a bit of a help to you in your journey to content creation or creating things. All right. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you learned a thing or two. Don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button. If you have any questions for any type of content that you want me to make, kindly drop it in the comment section and I'll gladly help in the way that I can. It's Nee here, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.